Salutations, Proboscis2 here with another mod with the Spongebob movie game, and this time I will be showcasing custom crate objects, inspired by the ones from Crash Bandicoot, and obviously you can tell that because these are the models from Wrath of Cortex. So, each one has a different functionality. Some of them are plat objects or assets, and some of them are simps. The plat ones, or I'm going to make a save state so I can show you this, are ones that can either be jumped on and give you shiny objects, or hit and give you shiny objects. And this one actually functions as it should for bouncing on it. When you bounce on it, it sends an event to give the player shiny objects, and it also sends a decrement to a counter that's set to 5, and once that counter expires, it gives the illusion that it has blown up by turning its collision invisibility off and launching a shrapnel. And yeah, that's how that works. This can either be jumped on or broken, and this can't be hit. It has to be slammed on by Patrick, since he's the only one that can slam in the movie game. Now I'm going to make another save state and show you the nitros. So each one of these nitros, well, they're simps, and their collision is turned off, which allows for a small trigger to be placed around the nitro, and once you enter that trigger, it gives the illusion that it has blown up with the shrapnels and hurts the player. Now, I was testing a counter here that only pertained to the nitros, and so you can see that it gives the Goofy Goober token after I broke the nitros. But if we wanted to not get hurt by the nitros and still get it, obviously, if you played the Crash games, you know where I'm going with this. You can do that, and it sends 2 decrements to the counter, and it gives us the token. So, also it replaces itself with a simp. This is a simp. The green one, the Nitro Detonator crate itself was a platform asset, but this is a simp. So, the way it works is you have to copy and paste the event to add decrements to the counter as many times as there are nitros in the level. So that is kind of weird and sucky, but it's what you have to do. So to give these all sound in an easy way, I created sound groups for each sound, and for the nitros, I made one sound group that has the explosion and the wood sound. But there's actually only 4 sound groups in this level, despite there being more than 4 crates. And how I did that was I set each crate to play the same sound group that pertains to it, and what the sound group does is it attaches itself to the player, so it plays wherever the player is. So that's one way you don't have to create so many different SDFX assets. You can just attach to the player and it'll follow it around. So I don't know if you heard that, but over there it played the breaking of the wood sound. I don't know how to talk today. It played the wood breaking sound even though I was over there, and there's no SDFX over there because it follows the player widget. Yeah. And lastly, I'm going to show you a checkpoint crate that I created, and I'm going to talk about that, but first I have to get to it, so I'm going to stop recording for that. Oh, and I think I forgot to mention, I did try to make top crates for this, for the bouncy ones, but I was unable to get it to give me shiny objects for touching the bottom of it. So, yeah, that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Also, it doesn't bounce you down like it would in Crash Bandicoot, so, yeah. Not sure if that's possible, but I couldn't figure out how to do it nonetheless. So, yeah. Anyways, onto the checkpoint crate.
Here come Twinkle Toes, new from Skechers.
Twinkle toes, everything sparkles and glows. Give me fashion, give me cool. Twinkle toes says rock and roll.
Twinkle Toes, new from Skechers.
Okay, here we are at the checkpoint crate, and I figured this would be a good way of giving people the option of if they want to have a checkpoint or not, because if I'm going to be adding box tokens to the game, I figured having checkpoints that you have to hit would, well, it would make you have to reload the level in order to start from the beginning, and that's not good. So, well, especially since the movie game on GameCube crashes sometimes when you try to load a new level. So, yeah. And obviously I'm not going to make these count towards the box token, since that's the case. So yeah, these checkpoint crates are totally optional. So also, it's a satisfying feeling to have a checkpoint crate from Crash Bandicoot and hit it only to see the cool effect from Battle for Bikini Bottom of this, well, whatever this is. I guess it's a sign, checkpoint sign. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I'm going to be uploading a HIP file containing all the assets for the crates, and then I'm going to upload in the same zip file this demo level, this version of the floating block challenge that I used to test these, so you can use this as a reference as to how you should use the assets. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I am a kick-ass princess.